It's time to get, it's time to get,
It's time to get real.
get real.
Talking about the things you wanna hear. It's time to get real.
Get real.
We got it all right here. It's
Come on.
time to get real.
Get real.
Better buckle up, get real, get set. It's time to get real.
Get real.
We got it all right here. Come on. Whoa.
From New York City, it's Get Real with Jeanette Marco and Luis Pedron.
Hi guys! Jeanette!
Good morning, good morning, good morning from the sunny side of the Philippines. Good morning, partner Luis.
Hi Jeanette! And then now we're gonna start to go get
Real.
Right.
Oh my God. Hanggang ngayon, it's 2021. We cannot still making this perfect. How was your new year, partner?
Pretty good. Just staying here. We're not really on lockdown, but everyone tries to stay in their houses, be good boys and girls, and just stay in town. We're encouraged not to travel actually, according to CDC. But otherwise, try natin na hindi kumalat yung bagong virus na yan. How are
I
you
know.
doing in the Philippines?
Well, 2021 has been very welcoming and very pleasant. Of course, we started our year traveling, moving back and forth in the whole of Metro Manila. But just the same, there are no complaints. We feel so blessed having all the things that we are experiencing right now. Today is like the first week and punong-puno na naman ang Mr. Restaurant and of course the other things that I'm doing here in the Philippines. Medyo natatakot na naman din ang mga tao because of the new strain. Marami na naman, nag-increase na naman ang mga nagpo-positive. But of course, we have to do our due diligence to actually just, take things easy. Na-excite tayo because we've been on a lockdown for the past couple of months. And then when it was hitting the holidays, everybody wanted to get out. Pero may mga mababait pa rin at masunurin pa rin mga tao who is following the health protocol. Nagpa-face mask ka ba at nagpa-face shield ka ba dyan?
Actually, nakapag-shooting ako ng couple of TV shows. We were required to wear face mask at saka face shield pag umiikot-ikot kami. Believe it or not, we had to get, yung isang work ko was a full week. We had to get COVID tested every other day.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Well, actually, dito naman sa atin, sa food industry here in the Philippines, they require COVID testing at least ng mga heads of kitchen or front of the house at least 3 weeks. Not daily, my goodness. Napakahirap naman no.
Nakaka-nervyos. What if nakuha mo siya sa subway? Kaya during that time, nag-Uber lang ako para walang ma-meet the people. By the way, let me ask you, Vaccines are available na here, of course, for the frontliners and eventually sa mga tao. Will you take the vaccine?
Well, apparently it's an issue that I am carefully considering. Vaccines kasi I've never taken or I've given vaccines to my children ever since they were young, no? As far as this COVID vaccine, duro nando sa 9%, I'm not gonna take it. And even if it's required by the government, I'm not gonna take it. I'll just keep my immune system, strong, and I'll try my best to actually keep myself healthy to protect me from this virus. Pero bakuna, medyo out of my league, kapatid.
Ako naman, kasi baka ma-require for travel and kung kino-COVID test kami sa mga movie sets, I think I'm gonna need to take it. Of course, hindi pa naman, like my age, I don't think we have to take it until about May or June at the end of. But I like the way you said that we have to boost our immune system. So those are the things na I will try to push for New Year's resolution natin. Be healthy, exercise, take vitamin C, D, and of course, zinc. And of course, take yung mga nutritional pwedeng idagdag natin sa katawan natin. We'll talk about that later. Oh, by the way, you're not going to believe it, but the guests we have here, there's so many comments right now. We have greetings. We have so many greetings. We have Maria Armin Castaneda. We have Jane Alimurong. We even have, of course, Smiles. Tita Miles is here.
Tita
Kate
Miles,
Gladys.
hello. Ang dami nanonood.
Ang dami! Mukhang maraming fan club to mga to. The reason why we invited this for two couples are they are the mentors in my life right now. Parang mga life coach ko sila. Believe it or not, we have to pivot for 2021. New Year's resolution natin, of course, is to lose weight, tayong dalawa. And of course, be healthy and boost our immune system.
My God, I think that's a hard. Medyo mahirap yata yan. Ano na yan, yung New Year's resolution na yan.
Don't worry.
Yung diet, hindi ko kaya.
I know you're in the food industry kaya mahirap yan. But there are other ways of doing it properly and of course, hindi yung basta-basta diet lang. So I think we should introduce na our friends. Do you mind? Are you ready?
Please do the honors.
Miss Jeanette Marco, I'd like to introduce you to two couples. They're actually from New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir John Dunca and the wifey, Jen Dunca.
Yay!
First, before we introduce the second couple, Sir John and Ma'am Jen, can we hear from you? Kamustahin mo naman ang dami-daming comments here from your viewers, from your friends.
Yes, good morning Philippines and good evening US and Canada. How are you guys? Happy New Year. And for all the listener and viewer right now, hopefully you get value out of this call because we're really excited to be here. Guys, again, thank you for having us, Luis and Jeanette.
The pleasure is all ours, guys. It's nice to see beautiful and pleasant people at the beginning of the year for our first episode. Ang ganda naman ng couple na to.
Jeanette, pakinggan naman natin si Ma'am Jen. She always glows. She is Ma'am Jen Collagen Dunca. Narinig naman your voice.
Hi, Luis and Jeanette. Happy New Year dyan. Philippines and New York here, right? Represented. So, Happy New Year sa inyong lahat. And later, Jeanette, ibibigyan ka namin ng tip dyan sa problem mo, ha? Because it's not really a diet we're teaching. It's a lifestyle change talaga to, Jeanette. It's gonna change your life. So, later. So, yes.
And then the next couple we're gonna introduce are John Airoso and the better half, Cess Airoso from New York.
Hi. Hello.
Yes,
Good
can you hear
evening.
your voices?
Yeah. Happy New Year. Welcome to the new year. Oh, wow. Thank you, Luis, Jeanette, for having us here. Hopefully, whatever you learn from us, you could use in the future. Thank you for having us, Luis.
We're shooting for 2 items right now. Our New Year's resolution for love and relationships, and then for our health and well-being. Well, 2 of the most important part of our lives. Luis, ano ba yan?
Right, of course. And Ate Cess, let me hear your voice before I ask you questions.
Hi, good evening everyone in US and Canada. Tsaka good morning po dyan sa Pilipinas. Thank you, Jeanette and Luis, for inviting us. And
Jeanette,
hopefully we can help you with your...
thank you. Jeanette, I'm gonna ask them a question. Mukhang napansin ko this couple's coordinated ang outfit nila. The Airosas, can I ask you, is wearing coordinated outfit part of having being in a good long-term relationship?
Yes.
Start with the Airosas.
Yes, and yes. Actually, we've been coordinating for the last 15 years.
Yes. Correct.
And
actually,
I guess
go ahead.
And I guess the reason for doing that is you think alike in a way like that, hindi nag-oppose.
Well, he waits till I decide what color we wear, and then he just go picks up.
As a saying, code, kasi alam mo naman sa Pilipinas, takusa eh, takusa.
Oh, Kuya John, and the 2 Johns, the both husbands, do you believe in happy life, happy, can you complete that sentence? Happy life
Happy
is,
wife
happy
is a
wife
happy
is,
Happy life.
Ah,
Yes.
Sir John Dunca, can you explain that statement?
Um, alam mo, pag kinuwento ko masyado mahaba maraming story yan. But I'm gonna make it very short. You know, in a relationship, we have to have love and respect with our loved ones, right? Kasi ang better half natin kaya tayo nagpakasal kasi siya yung makakasama natin panghabang buhay, right? But first and foremost, we have to put God first in the center of our relationship because that's the number one thing. Then it comes with, you know, whatever your wife said, you know, you just have to follow kasi kapag hindi, magulo ang loob ng bahay, alam mo yun? Kaya happy wife is a happy life, you know?
What can you say about that, Kuya John Iroso?
As I said before, talaga, in our relationship, kung masaya yung bahay, because everything's no problem, everything should be good. So I believe you got to be happy in a relationship. If you're not happy, there's something wrong, correct? So for me, my suggestion just to be happy, and you'll have a better family in your house. That's it. Thank you.
Can I raise a question?
Sure, Jeanette.
Sure.
Go for it.
Well, is that something cultural? Because men normally in different countries, because I lived in the Middle Eastern countries, no, men are more dominant than the women.
Mhm.
And in the Philippines, women are more dominant. Yun nga, happy wife, happy life. Is it something cultural or it is something based on agreement between couples na si wifey ang driver ng family and daddy is providing, or the other way around, daddy is the driver and mommy is ano? Kasi napansin ko yan when I was living in the Middle East eh.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
Ja.
I'll go first.
Yes,
Okay.
go for it.
All
Yeah,
right.
John.
Okay. Good question, Jeanette. Kasi, you know, first and foremost, before I answer that question, you know, kami mga Dungka, my last name is Dungka, mapagmahal kami talaga sa asawa. Right? But to answer your question, right? You know, the thing is, you know, men will always be pasaway, you know, and women are always been the alignment of the family. Kaya nga tawag sa mga babae, ilaw ng tahanan ng mga ina, di ba? Kasi they're the one who's giving bright and give direction to the family. Mostly in the Filipino culture. Right? And then, ang mga guys, minsan kasi medyo mabarkada. Sabi nga nila, ang mga lalaki medyo late ang adulthood. Sa akala ko adulthood, right? So kaya ang pinaka-importante dyan is kung ang babae laging maayos sa pamilya, maayos sa tahanan, maayos ang pamilya.
Pwedeng padagdag naman sa question na yan. We want to hear from the two beautiful ladies. Alam ko nakasmile silang pareho. How about this statement? In the Filipino community, as you said, societal na ano sa Pilipino, no? Matriarchal system ang Filipino, especially sa Philippines, di ba? Lola ang masusunod. So, what do you think of that, Ate Ces and Ma'am Jen, about matriarchal system ba ang Filipino?
Actually, tama ka. Kasi lumaki ako sa mga lolo at saka lola ko. Right? All my life. Meron at merong isa sa pamilya that will always be, yun yung sinasabi niya, what she says is kind of the law for the family. And that's because you give all the respect for this person at saka experience din na everything that she says most of the time is correct and based on experience. So usually yun ang nangyayari even in our family. Of course, there are times na hindi ka papayag or hindi ka susunod, but they don't have to know that, right?
Ma'am Jen, ikaw naman.
Yeah, alam niyo actually sa amin ni John, it's not cultural. Yung pinag-usapan naming dalawa yon kung paano yung sa pamilya. Alam niyo, John has a very strong personality kung kilala niyo talaga siya, no? Siya yung talagang ama ng tahanan. And ako kasi yung type na mahaba yung pasensya ko.
Ayun.
Kapag nagalit ako, so yun na yun, 'di ba? Pag nagalit ako, so kailangan tahimik na siya and all. Pag hindi ako masaya, hindi masaya yung buong household kasi apektado lahat 'yan. Wala siyang bonus sa akin pag hindi ako masaya, 'di ba? So kailangan masaya ang nanay, masaya yung husband. So masaya lahat, 'di ba? It goes, hand in hand lahat 'yan to follow na. Yeah.
One of your friends pala commented, si Carl Potato said, communication is the key. Can anyone answer that statement? Siguro si Ate Ses naman, communication is the key.
Yes, everything is in communication. Kung hindi kayo nag-uusap na mag-asawa, maraming hindi pagkakaintindihan because assumption comes in if you don't talk to each other. Or you don't communicate, even if hindi talking actually, it's actually communicating. Kasi minsan maraming implied ang so never assume that the other partner can read your mind. You have to voice out, otherwise walang mangyayari.
Pero men are usually tahimik eh. Pero anyways, we have a question from Benjamin Conti. We have a question. Tapusin ko lang. We have a question from Benjamin Conti for the Dunkas. What does bonus mean?
Ito
Guys, alam niyo na yung bonus. Alam niyo na yung bonus na yan.
Ito bang show natin pang parental guidance ba to?
Adult show, adult.
Sabi nila, assumption is the killer of relationships. Teka, wag na natin sagutin yon. Pero your last actually answer that. May sasabihin si Ma'am Jan.
Yeah, but speaking of communication, it's really a big deal yung communication kasi kahit pagdating dun sa bonus part na yon, you have to be very vocal on saying what you want and what you don't want. So it's really a big factor.
Tama.
Yes.
Yes. Jeanette, di ba you were gonna ask about ano yung secret sauce ng good relationship? You have any question, Jeanette?
Hindi pa muna. Actually, we're discussing about love and, important things in a relationship to make it work. Wala akong naririnig about trust eh. How is trust important? Where does trust in your level of consciousness pagdating sa relationship fall? Saan nagsisimula yun? Mas importante ba ang love as trust or trust and then love?
Jeanette, bago sila sumagot, eto namang dalawang couple na to, they're like my parents. They're always together 24/7. But anyways, let's hear what their answer is. Can we hear the Irosos first about the word trust?
Okay, I'll talk. Trust. If you don't trust your partner, you better have. There's gonna be a question mark behind your back. Kasi you have to trust your better half. Kasi that's your partner. You got married to her. We've been together for more than 15, 20 years now. Been married 10 years, but the trust has to be there. If there's no trust, it's not going to be a good relationship. So trust is between us and everything. So yun ang sinasabi about trust. You have to trust your partner.
And anyone else who wants to answer the word trust?
I wanna
parang may sabihin si Jen na.
I wanna add on Jonathan Iroso kasi very talagang general at saka alam mo, in marriage, like me and Jen, ako kasi meron akong rules eh. Ang first rule, pag nahuli ka, wag kang aamin.
My God! Ayan na.
Joke. Okay, just to give it a little bit about trust, guys. On our Filipino culture, right? Sometimes it get accepted when the guy, have, third party. But kasi ako kasi nagsawa na eh. Lahat ng kalokohan ng kabataan ko, nagawa ko na. Kaya alam ni Jen na medyo tapos na ako dun sa side na yon. Kaya minsan pinalalayas na nga ako. Ayaw na ako papuntahin sa bahay. Kaya yung trust din kasama dun sa sa ating good relationship eh. Love and respect talaga kasi yung trust, it's already built through the years. We are in our almost 22 years in marriage. Right?
Love and respect naman.
Yeah.
And Jeanette naman siguro, dagdagan na natin, of course, they mentioned this about having God in your life kasi siya yung third party nyo, having God as part of your relationship. So would you mind talking about that? Is that part of the success of your relationship dahil you have God in your life?
You want to answer?
Yes, actually, it's the number one, in our relationship to put God really in the center of our lives. That's very important kasi if you're God-fearing and if you have God in your heart, alam mo yung mga temptation na yan na sinasabi or what with trust issues, may iwasan yon. Alam niyo yun. So really, we put God in the center of our relationship ever since up to now, and then we pass it on sa mga bata na they are very God-fearing. We go to church like before pa, bago nag-pandemic, every Sunday we make it sure that we go to church, and that prayer is a very important factor sa buhay naming mag-asawa.
Can I just add with Jen's, for that topic? It's not only about third party, when you put God in your relationship, God first, because especially here in the States, marami tayong mga challenges, right? Especially when we're starting here for 2 decades, guys. The first 10 years, it's all struggle. Challenges,
right.
but never money is gonna be an issue for you, husband and wife, going to have a conflict. Kasi
Exactly.
kung you believe and you have faith, God give you that problem because He has a purpose for everyone. Diba? Kaya kami, I believe, me and Jen and I believe that everything happened for a reason. And because nandyan ang nasa taas natin, na laging gumagabay sa atin, it really bless our marriage, and not only our marriage, even our career, and even our stayed here in the States. Na nandito kami. Thank you.
Jeanette, another thing too, yung God puts you in a situation nga na planado niya lahat yan, providential, di ba? Jeanette knows that I've struggled throughout these years, even with my film festival, of course, taking care of my parents, ako yung life ko here in America. But if I didn't have Christ in my life during that time, and especially now during the pandemic, I don't think I would have survived it. I probably would have lost it. So Jeanette can attest to that. So I'm really, really thankful. Of course, I have my spiritual family sa Elmer's Baptist Church. Before I had Journey Church sa Queens. But otherwise, Jeanette, you're not gonna believe it. God brought me these two couples ngayong pandemya. I don't know why, but I believe it was providential na God brought me the Duncas and the Airosos. And of course, God also brought me Jeanette Marco in my life and PHLV. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Kaya nga we're discussing this kasi we're pivoting to 2021. So siguro, Jeanette, maybe we can go to another topic if you don't mind.
Well, okay. To just cap off that about
relationship,
being mentors, being in successful relationships. Of all the things I've learned for so many years, kasi they've been in a singular relationship for a long time. Ako naman, it's a complete opposite when I had broken and traumatic relationships, and then ending up in something really beautiful that I have. The secret is to loving the person the way they wanted to be loved, not the way we want to love them. So in that aspect, lahat na yun in its totality, we would understand the person better. And I think acceptance, kagaya nga ng sinasabi ng dalawang couple, acceptance is key to everything. If you've learned to accept the person as a whole, kahit na imperfect ang lahat, and then loving that imperfection, then the relationship would be really successful. And pivoting towards 2021, ang well-being natin is also, of course, not only about our family life, but of course the success relative to our careers, and of course to our physical well-being. My God, 2021, Luis, a couple of years back when you were trying to help me lose my weight, which I already did, no? Pero you've been always helping me and always being my guardian pagdating sa pagkain at pagdating sa physical well-being. Ano na ba ang ginagawa mo ngayon? What's your update for 2021?
Jeanette, can I remind you, the reason why we met was Yoli. Remember
Yes, I know.
the time we met, we were Facebook friends, and I visited you because I wanted to present to you using Yoli as dietary. This was
that.
5 years ago. I
Almost
visited
6
you in
years
your
na
apartment in
ngayon.
Manhattan. Yeah. 5
Right.
years ago. So ngayon, lifestyle change siya, and especially it could be a opportunity dahil online na ngayon eh. So let's ask the two couples kasi mentor ko sila, tsaka they know things about dieting, lifestyle change, at tsaka yung Yoli. So Ma'am Jen Dunka, would you mind telling them what does Yoli mean again?
Yes, actually, Luis and Jeanette, Yoli comes from the ancient Aztec meaning to live. What is to live ba, diba? To live a life of great health, to live a life of, love and happiness spent with your loved ones, to live a life of significance and meaning, and to live a life leaving really a legacy on this world, diba? Yoli for us is really meaning is life. Yoli is life for us, and it has totally changed the trajectory of our lives physically, emotionally, and financially. So we're so grateful for Yoli.
And that I've done that nga, and coming back, Ate Ses shared to me na, hey, you belong to this family, and then tama-tama lang sa pandemya, I go naman to CVS, Jeanette, I go to CVS and buy vitamin C, vitamin D, so why don't I buy it from one company na lang? So Ate Ses, would you mind telling them yung why you thought of reminding me about coming back to this type of lifestyle?
Well, when I first met Luis about 6 years ago, right? For some reason,
2013.
there's just that click. And I do Yoli part-time. I have my own career that I take care of, but I prioritize Yoli, even if I do it part-time on the business, because of what it had brought us in our life. Yoli is not just products. Yoli is actually community. We've met Jen and John, and we became friends and more like a family because of Yoli. I've met a lot of people. So that's what separates Yoli from, like Luis was saying, go to CVS and buy vitamin C and all that stuff. It's more than products. It's actually, and it's not diet. Diet don't work. You know that, right?
No.
So it's actually a lifestyle. And including with that lifestyle are people that has the same vision and mission, just like you, that we have fun. We enjoy each other's company and all. So that was the reason why I said to Luis, you belong here, come back, and all that stuff.
Sir John Dunka, I did mention to you years and years ago when this was shared to me, the reason why I went in, of course, it was because of my friend Sherwin Morada, but you were the two couples, the Dunkas, were the ones doing a testimony somewhere in Elks Club in Queens. And I said, wow, I want to look like them. They look like they're very trim, they're glowing and whatnot. So tell me about that. Yung lifestyle, sabi nyo, hindi yan diet plan. So what is it really? What is that lifestyle change? And what is this family life that they're talking about sa Yoli, Sir John Dunka?
Yes, thank you for that, Luis. I remember that. That's one of the church in here in Queens Boulevard, right? So we are here for almost 7 years in Yoli, and sometimes we think that we have to do diet to lose weight, but the biggest culprit is our lifestyle. Ano ba yung lifestyle na yan? The way we eat, the way we live, at saka yung stress na meron tayo every single day.
Right.
Right? Now, we go to crash diet. Ayan, yung sinasabi natin New Year's resolution, right? Just to give you an update, I'm on my second day in Yoli Better Body System. We're doing a 28 days program right now, and we keep going back because of what we gained last holiday, right? So guys, from 2013, I lost almost 27 pounds. Those weight, hindi na bumalik uli yung 197 pounds, uncomfortable feelings, inflammation of knee, acid reflux, hindi ko na nararamdaman siya ngayon. That's 7 years ago. And right now, to God be the glory with this amazing product that we have because of optimal health, wala akong maintenance medication. Yoli lang siya. And today, because of we gained some weight loss during holiday, we gained like 7 to 10 pounds extra, right? So we can shred it off in just 2 to 4 weeks by doing this amazing program ng Yoli. Kasi alam na namin yung lifestyle because we're doing this for the last 7 years.
Right. Kuya John, do you have any suggestion? Of course, part of it pa rin is lifestyle change in the food, no? Are there any other suggestions dito sa ginagawa natin na you can do with changing your diet, Kuya John Iroso?
Thank you, Luis. The way Yoli was programmed, to tell you the truth, ginagawa lang ng the way the Yoli was used is the way you change the way you eat. That's the number one thing with Yoli. Kasi alam mo naman natin mga Pilipino, we eat. Ang pagkain natin is so much food that we do that every single day, 3 times a day. When we first started doing Yoli, it changed the way we eat on a daily basis. So you're actually training your body how to eat food like minimum food. You don't eat like a whole food. So you're training your body to get a better health and all that stuff. So
Can I share?
Go ahead.
No,
Jeanette, before you say that, you also share, di ba meron kang yung
Yes.
vegetarian version ng protein? Can you also
Yes.
explain to that besides asking your question?
No, because we're talking about lifestyle change. Just when you mentioned about us meeting 5 years ago, when you first introduced me a couple of products of Yoli, and syempre, di ba, we always say there are certain things for everyone. But
Yes.
I must say that when we both started actually using Yoli, ako wala na rin akong maintenance, and yung mga acid reflux ko, well, in fact, nasa baba lang ng sasakyan ko yung mga ginagamit ko, but yung acid reflux ko was healed, was cured by taking yung alkali. It's a wonder product that we've been always using, and we cannot do away with our passion. 2 things na na talagang parang part na ng buhay ko, at and I'm grateful because ang palagi kong problema, because I take coffee like crazy, like 4 to 8 cups daily, and nagiging acidic na yung acidity level ko, ay grabe na. But I haven't been eating like meat for quite some time, lalo na ang pork, at napakadami nating mga alternatives. Isa dyan yung mga ginamit ko before, Luis, was the protein shake. Talaga naman, it is proven effective. And this is not because I use the product or I am part of the Yoli family. This is because as part of a consumer who likes those products that became useful and helpful at the same time para sa akin. Pero as per lifestyle change, do you really advise us to actually just go on a full plant-based meal, or pwede pa rin natin kainin yung mga dati natin kinakain but in moderation?
Kasi si Jeanette, nagluluto siya ng plant-based food eh. Like yung protein, protein niya is vegetable. At saka, who can answer that question? Di ba yung may vegan version na rin tayo ng transformation kit?
Actually, the protein is either, people choices. Some people are vegan, so if you choose the plant-based protein, that's also fine. So it's preference, and sometimes it's we have to remember with the Yoli program, it's not restrictive diet. It's not like you can't eat this, you can't eat that. It has to be your right in moderation, but the program, the 28 day, actually is helping you to reprogram the way you eat, when you're supposed to eat, the things that you put in your body alongside with the supplements that would help you control your appetite, that kind of stuff. So the protein shake that you were talking about at the 28 day program, that's sort of a replacement, especially if your problem is a lot of eating. You have to control the intake of food, right? Me, I love to cook too, and I love to eat. So, but it teaches you this habit that it becomes
Discipline.
now a habit of eating moderately, eating correctly, but not restricting what you can eat, right?
Jeanette, can I ask you a question? Besides eating meats, ano bang alternative na, because Jeanette is a chef and she cooks different types of cuisines. What are the different proteins that I can eat besides eating meat?
Well, actually, there are a lot of protein replacements
Yes.
apart from having meat in your diet. You can have quinoa, which is also high in protein. You have mushrooms, which is practically a really very healthy vegetable that can not only give you a dose of protein, but a lot more. No, madaming protein alternatives dyan, Luis, in the form of veg. However, hindi naman kailangan maging dramatic and drastic yung lifestyle change mo, as far as, not restricting yourself to eat meat. Pero mas effective yun, I think, sa pananaw ng isang plant-based chef. If you want to do a lifestyle change, and if you want to get rid of toxins in your body, sa paniniwala ng mga vegans at paniniwala ng mga plant-based people, tanggalin natin yung meat sa diet. Then it will eventually heal your body. Kasi ang body natin, there is no way of communicating to us just only in the form of a disease. Kung nagkasakit ka na, this is the way of your body is telling you that, hey, you gotta take care of me. I am getting sick, and you gotta stop doing what you are doing right now. And with the help of a lot of supplements like Yoli and doing the Better Body System, yung program na 28 days, I've tried that, and I always go back to that program. And I've encouraged a couple of people as well to do that. Ako, being a chef, nasa kusina ang exposure ko, grabe, I'd eat and taste and do things that are also harmful. Pero with whatever products that we have or Yoli offers, natatanggal, nako-cure, nahihil yung katawan natin. So, ano lang yun. It's just a matter of getting used to it. Diba? Ang mga bagay na nakasanayan mo dati, you just replace it, and then makakasanayan mo din yun.
Jeanette, I have comments here. Sabi ni Ed and Lani Velasco, it's not just about the weight you lose, it's the health that you gain. Tapos, eating real food na sinabi mo, no? Sabi ni Carl Potato, eating real food. At saka meron akong tatanong dito kay Ma'am Jen may nagsabi dito, I think it's Teresa Jardinel, about hindi yung weight na linus mo For women, this is important. It's the measurement, the change of the measurement. So can you talk about that as well, Ma'am Jen Dunca?
Oh yes, alam mo talagang blessing to sa mga kababaihan lalo na yung mga nanganak na, alam mo yon. Because Yoli really targets on the midsection area, guys. Yun
Right,
talaga
right.
yung pinaka-target niya. Diyan kasi nandyan yung mga taba-taba natin, di ba? Usually kung ako kasi nagka-C-section, I had C-section both with my kids and it really targets the midsection area. With Yoli, guys, sa Yoli lang ako nakapag two-piece. I'm telling you, I have never worn a two-piece in my high school or, teenage life. Sa Yoli, I
Bikini
gained
ka.
the confidence to wear a two-piece. Imagine that. So, it's really life-changing.
Jeanette, yun ang challenge natin na in 6 months from now.
Okay, 2021 goals to wear two-piece.
Hindi 1 month, 6
in
months.
Boracay.
Can I add on that? Yeah. Can I add on that?
Yes, please.
Those 28 days program that we have, it's very different from the last time you did Yoli. If you did Yoli 2 years ago or 3 years ago, our program is very different, right? We have this new resolve for those people are plateau or not losing weight anymore. It helps. And then our new brochure booklet to help us with our food intake. Diba? Yeah, katulad mo, Chef Jeanette, sabi mo, narinig ko kanina, plant-based, my goodness. May bisita kaming doktor last Saturday sa ating DCAP, isa sa mga presentation natin every Saturday. In-explain niya mga alkalizing food na pwedeng kainin, katulad niya mga gulay, right? And the thing is, in our diet, Filipino diet and the US diet and Canada, very rare ang katulad ni Jeanette na nagpa-plant-based. Kaya yung mga chronic disease nagmumula yan sa tama yung sinabi mo, mga meat, yung mga kinakain natin, sa mga ginagawa natin every day, and then the environment, especially right now during pandemic. Kaya I really ako advise go for supplement kasi talaga nakakatulong sa katawan natin yan kasi science proven yan right?
Amen to that. And of course, si Mary Castaneda is reminding us eating proportions. And dito sa US kasi, di ba Jeanette, dito sa US when they serve a food o kaya to go, is dalawang serving. So what I've been doing what I've been doing is eating half of it and then kakainin ko later yung other half kasi pang 2 actually siya. Pero syempre, pag yung malungkot ka during the pandemya, kakainin mo lahat yun. So,
well, actually,
remember years and years ago, Jeanette and I are known to, si Jeanette actually, ako lang yung taga-Lamon, ang taga-kain. Jeanette will order a whole table full of food. We've traveled everywhere na in different cities, including Japan, including sa Philippines. Nag-order yan ng 3, 4, 5 ulam o 6 na ulam. Pupunuin niya yung table, kailangan puno. So, Jeanette, ano ang New Year's resolution nating dalawa pagkakain tayo?
Well, actually, Luis, when I learned and eventually became a chef in New York, I've learned the art of calorie counting na kasi required yan ng Department of Health na per serving ng isang food item mo in your menu is to put the calorie count. Pero syempre, hindi naman ganun kadali mag-calorie count. Ang New Year's resolution ko right now is to order a single serve dish na kaya ko lang ubusin and to take out the rice in my diet. My God! Kaaway talaga ng katawan ng tao. Anything na that will transform into sugar and carbohydrates. And for the past many years, alam mo naman yan, even when taking coffee or anything, I don't use sugar. Kaaway ko ang asukal because it affects so much ang health ng isang tao when your body is fed with sugar. Diyan nagtathrive ang cancer at iba't ibang klaseng diseases.
So yeah, mag-shift na tayo sa next topic. Pero in conclusion pala dito sa supplements, sa Yoli, coffee, 10 times, 20 times mention ng coffee. I think Cez Airoso has good news to you about coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, Cez Airoso to talk about coffee.
Yes, kanina ko pa dapat sabihin, Janet, okay na, bumalik ka na ng 4 times, 5 times na magkape kasi may alkalizing coffee na ang Yoli.
John, show it, show it.
Nako, I think I gotta put that in
Show the coffee.
in my restaurant too.
May coffee na. May coffee na siya.
coffee.
They're gonna show it to you. So bago nila, while they're showing it, in conclusion ng topic natin is yung online. You know, International Film Festival Manhattan will continue being online or virtual this year, 2021, because hindi natin pa sure kung anong mangyayari sa end of the year. So March at saka October, mag-online pa tayo. So nag-iisip ako, what are the things that I can do online na karirin ko? I thought of actually studying languages para in the future, if I pivot to another career, I can speak Spanish or this and that. Pero, Sir John Dunca and Ma'am Jen, online nga pala ang uso ngayon. And then we can do this business online. Right?
Yes. That's a very good topic, Luis. You know, just to give you any statistics in the Philippines, September, ayon sa ating Department of Trade and Industry, NACS,
In the Philippines,
in the Philippines, right?
Right, in the Philippines.
Last year, only 1,600 ang nagpa-register online business 2019 sa Philippines. Actually, 2021 na today. So, year 2020, as of September, meron tayong almost 80,000 registrant na nag-register online business sa DTI. Natapos ang December 2020, imagine how many people register for online business dyan sa Philippines. Imagine, I'm just giving you a vision or a imagination bakit ang online business is the new thing right now. Right? So now, Yoli pivoted because of what's going on. So ang ginawa ni Yoli, right? Itong company ni Yoli, itong company ni Yoli, nag-create siya ng different business community, business aspect na pwede tayong mag-online business, work from home. Right? Hindi na natin kailangang lumabas. Now, ito maganda dyan. If you understand about e-commerce is a very new thing right now. You see in Facebook, in every social media. To have established or to start with the e-com, kailangan mo ng what? Kailangan mo number 1, kapital. Number 2, influencer. Number 3, vendors. Number 4, what? Logistics. Ito yung mga shipping na ginagawa ninyo pag nagkikreate kayo ng sarili nyong business. Then number 5, magtatayo kayo ng sarili nyong LLC, guys. Right? LLC to have your own business. Itabi nyo na lahat yan. Ginawa na niyan ni Yoli para sa inyo. Yoli just did it for you guys. What you're just gonna do is just to buy product and enroll as a distributor. And the best thing about it is you have a community that will help you to start your own business. Right? Ito sabi ko nga tuming presentation Saan ka kumuha ng isang business, naging healthy ka na, nagkapera ka pa. Diba?
Wow, I like that. At saka maraming discounts ngayon, no? Sir John, tanungin natin ang mga airosos. Ay, teka, pakita niyo ng kape. Where's the coffee? We have to have Jeanette try this. Yay! May coffee na!
Babalik ka dito sa New York, right, Jeanette?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Yan ang sasalubong sa'yo. Sasalubungan ka ng coffee. Awaken.
Exactly. Ma-awaken ka talaga.
I'm very, very excited.
Rosos, let me ask you, what are the countries ba available tong product na to?
Okay, right now we're officially open here in the US, of course, sa Philippines, Canada, and part of Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And Kuya John, di ba, this is online na. Can you tell them about our experience na minsan we did our own little special way of presenting our products online just for fun, Facebook Live? Can you explain to them? Marami sa mga nakikinig sa atin, we're part of that presentation.
Yes.
Tell them how fun it was that we did that a couple of times for Christmas and New Year.
Oh, wow. That was like a great experience, especially to share the Yoli products individually We had like 15 people sharing individual products like Awaken, Alkali, and they did it in like 60 to 90 seconds each product. And for me, it was a great experience because it's actually you're selling your business at the same time in Facebook, and that was a great experience for everyone and for the group. It was really fun.
Teka, we need to. A lot of them are actually watching right now, but we need to see how it looks like. One of our favorite presentation was Glow. I wonder if we can ask Jen, Collagen, Dunka to demonstrate your Glow. Yung mga patulak-tulak pa kay Sir John Iroso. Do you have the product? Can you do it right now? Gagawin natin, this is what we do. It's just for fun. 1 minute lang yung gagawin.
Thank you, Luis.
This is what we do.
Yeah,
while we're waiting.
While Jen is getting her Glow, I just want to tell the viewers that, guys, saan kayo nakahanap ng business ninyo na you're having fun while doing this? Dito lang yan. Nag-create tayo ng HG, Yoli TV. Ito
That's
yan,
fun. Yes.
Na hosted mismo ni Luis Pedron, right?
Oh, yes. Ako pala yun. Totoo, demo tayo. Bilis, matatapos na ito. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited because the person in this group actually glows the most. Ladies and gentlemen, Jen, Collagen, Dunka presenting Glow.
Yoo-hoo! Thank you, Luis! Do you want healthy hair, skin, and nails? Well, I have the perfect product just for you. I have Yoli Glow! Yoli Glow is for healthy hair, skin, and nails. So kung gusto nyo maging glowing kagaya ko, this is the product just for you guys. Healthy hair, glowing skin, and yung nails nyo, sintigas ng bakal, guys. I'm telling you. So, use this product, Glow. I recommend it to men and women, ha? Hindi lang siya pang babae, men and women. So, if you wanna glow, Yoli Glow is the way to glow. Yes, thank you, Luis.
Sabi ni Cheryl Tamayo, kailangan back to you, Luis.
I think I gotta start using that.
Janet, balik ka na. It's so fun in this family.
Yes.
Hindi siya lifestyle, it's a family. Alam mo naman during this pandemic, hindi man tayo nagkakasama. We're not physically together, but even via Zoom na I didn't do. Janet could attest to this. I didn't even want to show my face during the pandemic because I didn't shave, I didn't color my hair. But now, I even put light para people can see me because meron ng family to do fun things with. And hopefully, kung umandar siya, thanks to you, Jeanette, ang ating partnership, kung mapaandar natin, it could be a business, lifestyles change, relationship change, at saka makatulong tayo ng gift of health for other people.
Correct.
Ay, matatapos na. Sabihin mo na yung mga fun questions mo, Jeanette. Please. 5 minutes of fun questions.
Ano lang to, mabilis lang for Jen, John, Ses, and John. Okay, itong tinatawag kong aking fast talk sa kusina. Sagot lang kayo as you hear the question. Taas o baba?
Baba.
Taas.
Mainit, malamig?
Mainit.
Malamig.
Janet, hindi kasi sila makita kasi nag-ano. So, bale, doon ka muna, tapos biglang Airoso para kita kayo ng camera.
Okay.
Sige, go.
Wag sasabay, doon ka muna and then Airoso.
Matigas o malambot?
Matigas.
Matigas, syempre.
Matigas.
Okay.
May syempre pa talaga si Ses.
kailangan sabihin ko yung family name. Sige. Next question.
Okay, maanghang, matamis.
Dunkas.
Manghang.
Matamis.
Ayan.
Manghang.
Airoso.
Matamis.
Manghang.
Sweet and savory, those two couples. Well, actually, those couple of questions that I've asked you guys will make me gauge how you guys perceive life in general. But just the same, it has always been, a fun experience yung 4 or 5 questions na tinatanong ko for people who are guesting in my cooking show, which is A Taste of Love. And of course dito sa Get Real when we do the closing. But Luis,
Janet, yung ano natin, yung before we do our conclusion, yung dish. If you don't mind. Lahat tayo sasagot.
Ito tatanong ko sa inyo, if you were a dish, a Filipino food na lang or a dish, what would you be?
I'll go first.
Kung ulam ka.
Oo. Ako. Crispy pata.
Bakit?
Paano yung bawal yun
Killing you softly sa sobrang sarap.
Ay! Bawal na pag-ibig yun.
Bawal na pag-ibig. Ikaw,
Next. Ako adobo. Habang tumatagal, lalong sumasarap.
Ayun! Ayan Jan.
Puro, Jeanette, puro pang sakit batok yung dalawang yun
Di bale, mayuli naman daw eh.
Oh.
Yes, Jan.
Dahil Rosos, anong dish kayo?
Ako, dinuguan.
Ay,
wow. Dinuguan.
Bakit? Because it reminds me of black soup. For me, black soup, I like it with rice. That's why.
Oh.
Si Ate Ses.
Pansit.
Bakit?
Skinny na, long life pa.
Ako yung bago ko yung
Tanong
Janet, ikaw, naputol Ako yung ampalaya na may scrambled eggs. Naalala ko memories of mom. Pero di ba ako minsan, some people find me weird, some people like me. Pero yung ampalaya and scrambled eggs, talagang kailangan gusto mo siya So, some people will like me, some people will not like me. Pero eventually, when you know me, masasarapan ka rin.
You, no?
Especially pag may yoli. Uy? Ikaw, Jeanette.
Ako steak.
Uy, social. Because?
Porterhouse.
Because?
You can take me rare or well done.
Hey, Janet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we enjoyed this. Jeanette, we have to have part 2 of these mentors of mine. Kasi can you imagine, a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now, iba na naman ang mga answers natin. Baka naman during that time, Jeanette, during that time, we can do it na somewhere in an island na we're drinking coconut water.
Let's all come back.
I'm looking forward to that. Actually, you can drink fresh coconut water, no? So,
yes,
let's say our thank yous na. Wait, teka. Pasalamat tayo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Jen and John Dunca, and Seth and John R. Roser from New York City.
Clap. We had fun.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. I hope this is not just for me and Jeanette. Hopefully everyone who listen and can listen because we can play this back. Actually, you can replay this for other people and share to other people. I hope marami silang natutunan. And believe it or not, Jeanette, John, and Jen Dunca, and Ses and John Aros. So, you have been a blessing in my life. Of course, include na rin natin ang director natin sa PHLV na si Sir Johan. You have been a blessing in my life. Thank you very much. I know magkakilala na tayo for a long, long time. Pero palaguin pa natin ang relationship natin, through God's help. And of course, through Yoli, through PHLV. In 2021, let's all grow together and share the gift of love to other people. Thank you, guys. Jeanette, do your thank yous.
All right, as always, I would like to thank my Mista family, ang aking si Jaya Firing Range family, ang mga nanonood ngayon sa Joint Special Operations Group, which is JSOG, ang aking mga kaibigan. I would like to thank actually a lot of people who had been part of our 2020, yung mga ups and downs. But I think more than that, we're looking forward to a healthier 2021. Salamat, of course, kay Tita Miles at kay Tita Josie. If not for them, we wouldn't be here sa PHLV streaming or sharing our goals and missions ng Get Real TV. It has always been our brainchild, Luis, to get this viewed by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of viewers. Eto na siya. Tita Miles, thank you. Tita Josie, Johan, thank you for keeping up. When I was in the Philippines, nawawala-wala ako. Because welcome to the Philippines, ang hina ng signal. Thank you to my Mista and Pucaberry family. Maraming salamat sa mga chefs ko at sa mga front of the house who had been part of everything. Sa mga doctors ko, who has always been on the lookout for my well-being. For the Basilia Women's Foundation, who is actually standing still. Ito yung aking women's foundation helping the battered and abused women and children. Meron na namang isang karumal-dumal na nangyari at the beginning of the year na napatay na isang flight attendant. No? So let us all be vigilant and looking after people around us. Hindi lang nating tignan ng ating mga sarili, but kung hindi ang mga tao na nasa paligid natin. Most of all, thank you to my family who is continue to support me. Hindi nila ako napagkikita sa matagal na panahon because I am taking care of a lot of things. Thank you to all my supportive friends. That includes you, Luis. That includes everybody who is part of IFFM, part of Mista, part of Pucaberry, and all the foundations that we run. Miss Bella Owens na matagal ko nang hindi nakikita, Kiara Garay, Sue, everybody sa ating IFFM family. But more so, let us develop more friendship for 2021. Open more units and more family units outside of our comfort zone. Na ko yan, Luis, na experience ko yan through 2020 when my health was actually compromised and I am in the Philippines and I had to really go through 2 procedures na hindi alam ng maraming tao. Apologies to those people whom I have not been attending to at hindi ko nakakausap at na-attendan. But thank you for all the support na naibigay ninyo sa akin. Thank you, to God be the glory, of course. In closing, just like what you said, when we operate our lives out of love and we don't fear, we are fearless in everything and we always take risks because God is with us. Success is there for us to enjoy.
Jeanette, thank you very much. To God be the glory. And of course, I am so excited na okay ka na. And if Sir Direk Johan, 1 minute lang, I'd like to thank usually yung mga people sa comments hindi ko na thank you, no? We have Eden Ladi Velasco, Yuan Santa Cruz, we have Rog Verge, we have Marie Castaneda, we have Candy Conti, we have Cheryl Tamayo. Ang dami ngayon Carpotaro, ang dami ngayong nag-comment. So please, in the future, also send us mga questions there. Of course, thank you very much who helped me out at International Film Festival Manhattan. We have Tagline International, Binary, On Q Media, si Sir JL Rebellas, IFFM Ladies, Kiara Garay, Susan Hu, Diana Lopez, Erin Maredo Kane, Bella Owen, Bella Skins Collection, thank you very much. My Elmer's Baptist Church, OTP HUP Group, my Yoli family at Teses, Jana Rosso, Rowena and Tammy Patogalan, thank you, and Lou, my brother Lou and Vicky, thank you very much. Noel, my sister, my cousins and pamangkin, Jen si Alex Pedron, and family from Abra and Quezon, Ate Miles de la Cruz and Elton Lugay of Tofa, and of course Tita Josie Harrison, Sir Johan, our director, thank you very much. Dwayne Pulver, LaSalle Green Hills, and my UP buddies, and of course Don Gutierrez, who's designing my plaques, and of course Sem Cabangon, Vanya Fashions, and Leo Dominguez. Lastly, I will have a private presentation.
Lang ako, saglit.
I have a private presentation bukas. So anyways, mag-promote ka na before we end.
Guys, before anything else, Miss Lovely Rivero, the host of A Taste of Love, meron akong segment. Please support and watch us. Lahat ng mga nanonood sa Philippines, it's through the Filipino Extreme Pinoy Cable Channel, Sky Cable, Digital, Signal, lahat nandiyan dyan, aired every Monday. So please support us. Thank you very much. To God be the glory.
Ilagay mo sa lagay mo sa wall ko para they can share. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Luis Pedron here in New York City.
And my name is Jeanette Marco here in the Philippines. Thank you for watching
Maraming salamat po.
Episode of
Get Real! Thank you, PHLB!
It's time to get
It's time to get real.
Get real.
Talking about the things you wanna hear. It's time to get real.
Get real.
We got it all right here. It's time to get real.
Get real.
Better buckle up, get real, get set. It's time to get real.
Get real.
We got it all